I frequent the Museum of Fine Arts Houston quite a bit, and so for my latest visit, I thought it'd be a good idea to, of course, dress up like Beyonce from her most recent video, Apeshit. I got the idea to dress up a la Beyonce. That sounds stupid. The look that I chose from the video was the one where she and Jay-Z are dressing up as Cosmo and Wanda in front of the Mona Lisa with the pink suit and the red sash, the diamond necklace and earrings, so on and so forth. And I was like, I can recreate all of those elements. Little did I know that it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. So my first stop was Goodwill. I wanted to thrift the suit. I didn't have a pink suit. So I went in Goodwill and basically looked at everything that was pink. And the first thing I found were these silky pair of pajama shorts. And I was like, oh, maybe I could wear shorts. But it was the first thing I found, so I just kept looking. I also ended up finding a pair of hot pink pants. They were long pants. They were too big, but I figured I know how to sew, so I could make them my size. I could tailor them down to my size. And so I picked those up too, just in case, you know, I can make something with it. I started looking through the blazers. It seemed like there were literally 50 different shades of pink in the blazers, and none of them matched each other. In the end, I didn't buy any of those items and decided that I would just go to a different store. We ended up going to the Salvation Army. The Salvation Army, I tend to like better than Goodwill. They have a lot of stuff, as you can see. When we first walked into the store, the very first thing that I touched was a pink blazer and pantsuit set. And honestly, at this moment, I was in complete disbelief because it was like everything I needed. And I was looking at it and I knew it was way too big for me, but I knew I could take it in at the points that I need to take it into. I was hesitant. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work, but I ultimately just kept it and decided that I would look around the store a bit more before I made a final decision. Ultimately, I didn't really find much else, so I just went to the dressing room and tried it on. This is what it looks like on. Obviously, it is too big. In my eyes, I didn't see it as like way too big. Like there was no way I could get it done and fit it to me in a decent way. I was happy. I mean, the price was perfect. It was $9 for the blazer and the pants. So I was just like, I've already put myself out there to thrift this suit. I might as well, you know, break out the sewing machine that I haven't used in months. Also, while I was there, I found this necklace. It was $5 and it was just sitting there in the case. I was so surprised that I found it because I was getting ready to check out and I was like, oh, let me see what jewelry they have, and bam, there this necklace was. I was really happy. It was perfect for the look I was trying to go for, and it was at the right price. They also gave us some cupcakes, which was a little random. Before I went to the Goodwill, I went to my local beauty supply store. My beauty supply store has everything. They had a bunch of jewelry, and I was looking for some earrings and a necklace. I ended up finding the necklace at Salvation Army. I found the earrings before I found the necklace at the beauty supply store, and it was 50% off. They were having a sale for some reason, and so I was able to get the earrings for like $3. To briefly recap, at this point, I have my pink suit from Salvation Army. That was $9. I have the crystal necklace from Salvation Army, that was $5, and the earrings from the Beauty Supply, that was $3. At the Beauty Supply, I also bought some Marley braiding hair because I wanted to mimic the textured curly style that Beyonce had in the video. That was my main reason for going to the Beauty Supply in the first place. So I installed that first before I even started sewing or doing anything else, because I knew it was something I knew how to do. I could get it done relatively quickly. After this, it was time to get to sewing. I didn't really film many clips of me sewing because I forgot. I just wanted to get everything done and everything fitting correctly. I do have a few still or images or video clips of me in the midst of taking everything in. So this is what the suit looked like about at the halfway point. Looking at this clip, I kind of wish I left the jacket at this length. There's still a lot to do, especially on the pants and the crotch area. It had a lot of extra baggage, and as well on the sides. Ultimately, I did ask for my mom's help to help me get the fit right, and it really, I think the pants came together pretty nicely. There were still a few fit issues when everything was said and done. Again, I wish I would have left the blazer longer. I chopped it off in frustration, and never so when you're frustrated. Overall, when I put everything on together, I thought it looked great. And so here is the final look. The exhibit I went to see was Joris Larman Lab, Design in the Digital Age. I just stood in front of a Picasso painting as like my Mona Lisa moment. This is upstairs in the larger museum. And I've seen all of this work before, but it's probably like my favorite area, one of my favorite areas of the museum. We made our way through the James Turrell Tunnel to the smaller museum, which is really cool. If it's too hot outside or if it's raining, you can just walk from one museum to the other in the underground tunnel. The main reason why I came to the museum that day was to see the Big Bamboo. Looking from the outside in, it just looks like a bunch of bamboo sticks, but once you walk inside of the actual exhibit, it's like really cool. It's like a little maze you can wander and walk through and wind through. And then upstairs, they have a bridge that you can walk across. after a long ass wait in line, it was finally our turn to walk across the bridge. Funny thing is, my boyfriend is afraid of heights, so he's a little bit shaky about it.
I don't like this.
I like it.
Oh, you want to sit?
Am I allowed to do this?
No, you shouldn't do that. Don't be the reason this thing falls. Why'd it fall? LJANELLE sat right there when nobody supposed to sit right there.
So after my boyfriend told me not to sit on it because I would make the whole exhibit fall, he decides to start pulling on strings. That's pretty much it. I had fun doing it. Some people got the reference. Some people just stared at me. Other people just said that it made them happy. And one lady actually did say, like, you should be Beyonce for Halloween. I was about to say for Christmas. I want to do more of these. I think they're fun. I like dressing up and, you know, giving myself a challenge, something new and different to do. So look for that in the future. Be sure to like and subscribe and do all that jazz, or don't if you're not really into it. Nonetheless, I'll be making more videos in the near future, and come back and watch them soon.